Alright, hey everyone! Welcome back to another vid on my channel, and if you're new here, welcome! Feel free to stay a while. Today I will be covering some tips for aspiring content creators and tips for what not to do around content creators. In the background, I will also be showing off the new Axothan design with some friends. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and sub, it's greatly appreciated. Alright, on to the tips. So if you're an aspiring content creator, my first piece of advice is to make sure you know what kind of content you want to make. Making content should be fun for you, but also fun for your viewers. Make sure it's something that your viewers or your audience wants to see. I would recommend to try and do something new with the game. If you're working with COS, try and do a new trend, not just like all raids or all showcase videos. Try and do something new, or try and be the best in your category. Try to do something like a gigantic raid, try and do something way better than anyone's ever seen before, and that'll get attention from people. Making sure your content is neat makes it more enjoyable for your viewers, which would make them want to stay in your channel longer. So an example of this could be cutting out dead space in your videos while you're not talking, or uninteresting parts that no one would want to sit around for. My next piece of advice is to know what your online presence looks like. So to people who don't know you, do you want to be seen as a good person, a bad person, an untrustworthy person? You got to make sure you know what you're putting out there. So in every game or in every trade realm or anywhere, anything that you're doing, make sure to display yourself how you'd want other people to talk about you, or how you'd like to be known. Another tip is to know your brand. Make sure you have a unique name. Maybe it stands out, maybe it goes along with something else and makes it interesting. It makes it easier for people to know your name. Make sure if you have a TikTok account or a YouTube account, make sure you decorate them, make them look nice. Make sure you're organized and it looks neat. Lastly, we have motive, and I'm just going to put this out there. If your motive is to become a CC just to get Aeries, that should not be a valid reason. Content creation takes lots of time and dedication, like everyone says, but you've also got to involve yourself in your content. You've got to have a passion and a motive for it. Even if your motive is posting once a week or 3 times a day, it doesn't matter, so long as you have good work and you put everything you have into it. My motive for me was just to be included with people in the COS community because I really enjoy this game and I like to share what I know about it and what I enjoy about it with other people. Now on to some things that you should not do around other content creators. I'm just gonna note that not everyone is the same, but I think this goes for the majority of people, and this could apply to any community. And it's just a good rule of thumb to be considerate, or you're looking out for people, even if you don't know their preferences yet. So first off, we have swarming. So this normally happens in the trade realm, and mainly it's asking for Aeries, or asking to trade, or asking for this or that. It's just a good rule to keep your space with people, even online, because sometimes you can feel uncomfortable by being surrounded by 20 people at once. I do enjoy talking to people in the trade realm and in game, but it's just easier if I have some space so I can be able to talk. The second point I have is asking for free things. This mainly happens with Aeries species. Like, people will say like, oh, this has been my dream species, or can I have Aeries please, I really want it for my friend, or I need it really badly. We only get 20 every month, and most of them we save for giveaways. So people that we've interacted with, or people that know our content, or we run events, so like people who win skin competitions or participate in raids or do anything with us. We don't just give it out to random people who we don't really know too well. So if you see me in game or any content creator, please do not ask them, can I have Aeries? Can I have Aeries? Because the chances are that we probably won't be able to trade, or we're not going to give them to people who we don't know too well. And lastly, it's on to personal preferences. Every content creator has their own preferences. One example of mine would be PMing or DMing in-game. To me, private messages in-game are not the best form of communication. I really don't like when people will just PM me to say what's your channel, or what are you, or where are you. It's just not the personal way that I like to do things. You should always figure out what content creators' preferences are before pinging them or messaging them. One good way to ask what preferences are is to ask, if it's in Discord, you could ask some of the staff in the server, or if the person is in game, you could just ask them in game, say, hey, can I message you? Something like that. I'm sure they won't mind. So that's pretty much all the tips I have for today. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like and sub if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.